For families of patients with end-stage liver disease, every moment feels like an eternity. The pain is not just physical, it is the fear of losing someone you love, the helplessness of watching them fade, and the desperate hope for a miracle. In India alone, thousands wait each year for a donor. Some survive the wait, many don't. In September 2025, two Indian families were facing this very battle. Their loved ones needed urgent liver transplants. Donors came forward within their families, an act of pure love. But there was a cruel obstacle. The organs didn't match with their own relatives. The window of time was shrinking, and with it, hope. It was then that the Indian medical team took a bold decision. Instead of two failed matches, what if they could create two perfect matches? A swap liver transplant, where the donor from one family gives to the patient of another, and vice versa. A solution so complex, yet so elegant. But with it came immense responsibility, the trust of families, the coordination of authorities, and the precision of surgical science. What followed was a masterclass in human coordination. Surgeons and anesthetists, nurses and technicians, hospital administrators and legal authorities, everyone became part of one single mission. Two Indian families, once strangers, now stood united by faith. And behind them, an entire ecosystem of healthcare moved like clockwork to give life a second chance. Inside the operating theaters, two surgical teams worked simultaneously. Hours passed in intense silence, every move demanding absolute precision. A slip was not an option. It was not just about removing a diseased liver. It was about stitching together destiny itself. Time stood still until finally, the moment arrived. The transplants were complete. The livers were functioning. Life had been restored. And then came the sound that everyone had been waiting for, the steady rhythmic beeps of life. Both patients opened their eyes. The miracle was real. The joy in their families' eyes, the relief in the doctor's smiles, and the gratitude filling the room. It was a celebration of life itself. Two families who had once been strangers now became part of each other's stories forever. Their journey was no longer about illness, but about courage, trust, and the miracle of medical science. India has today become a beacon of hope for organ transplantation worldwide. With unmatched expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and a culture of compassion, our nation is proving that miracles are possible, not just once, but every single day. From the operating rooms to the waiting halls, India's healthcare story is saving lives across the globe. On that remarkable day of September 2020, two lives were saved, two families found hope, and humanity found a reason to celebrate. At Organ Transplant India, we honor such stories that prove when science, coordination, and compassion come together, life begins again.